And we are live. What's good, Josh? Your man DL Saint. What's happening? What's happening? How y'all feeling? Happy Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday, y'all. And I'm about to start. I'm gonna start posting content every day, man. I'm gonna try to do something every single day. If not alive, it'll be a DL short or when YouTube shorts, but every single day expect to see something from me, y'all. Every single day. Um, like I said, man, I had my latest little hiccup, and I'm like, all right, you can lay down and cry about it, or you can get big and push through it. So y'all know which one I chose. I'm pushing right through it, right through the little, the little stuff, whatever, man. So what's up, y'all? Happy Saturday. I hope y'all out doing some good things. We're gonna be doing a quick reaction to this real cool brother goes by the name of A Dose of Game on YouTube. Is already in the chat. Yo, y'all, for real. Hit that link, go over there, subscribe. If dudes, if y'all out there, y'all really want to know some secrets to the game. Y'all really want to know how to get on with the fair sex. Y'all want to know how to get on with the women. Check out this brother, man. I haven't met him in person, not yet. You know what I mean? But I've watched every video he has on that channel. They're not long. They're really short. Probably the average length is probably 5 minutes. Um, every single video. He has an ebook. I haven't read the ebook yet, but I'm going to. I'm gonna read it this week. Listen, of course, you never know until you meet somebody face to face. That's my personal take on life. I don't know you until I sit down and break bread with you. But this brother right here, I'm telling you, man, his information is on point. We broke down one of his videos before on this platform where we were talking about players, like real players versus dudes with game. Like this cat right here. Yo, I'm willing to bet pretty much anything. This dude, he's talking to real. It's just you know what I mean? It's just this game, and then there's that level of game, that playerness. Go check out. Please like, subscribe over there. He has some classes that he pushes. He does like a university, like a player university kind of thing. And don't let the title fool y'all. Like we talk about players. We're not talking about F boys. We're talking about guys who truly understand the game as it is today. Period. The dating game, the game of life. However you want to talk about it, whatever you want to call it. And this is the dude I'm telling you, man. I agree with probably over 95% of what's on his platform. For my Fresh and Fit fam, yes, he did a video talking about Myron Fresh over a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago now. I saw the video. I made comments. You know what I mean? He and I went back and forth in DMs. Like I said, he was right. And what he said in the video is pretty much what Myron and Fresh say all the time. They're not players, they're just guys who figured it out. They're nerds who figured it out, right? So don't go over there and get mad, y'all. Don't go over there and get triggered. Like, I can't believe shit. This guy, he hating. Like, he's not hating. He just giving it to you from a point of view, a perspective that most people don't have. Now, I know that's a glowing endorsement of a dude I ain't never met, but I'm telling you, that dude's platform is fire for those dudes who are really out here trying to figure out how to get on and they really want to know how to talk to women. As y'all know, Uncle Satan is not a player. I am not a player. I'm just a guy who has mastered his game. I've mastered my game. I know what I'm doing, right? And I observe and I can tell you things. I can coach you up and work on the basics for you. But if you want to take it to the highest level, you got to check out A Dose of Game. So, and the link's it's in the description. Go check that out. Brother Dino Dinosaur is in the house. What's good, fam? What's good? Good to see you, man. Brother DL, I hope you and Princess are well. Do you have an update on Pearl since you last mentioned her? Nah, there's no update for me. Like I'm done with the whole Pearl thing. Like it's like I said in that video, bro. Like she made her comments. In fact, this video we're about to break down speaks on Pearl a little bit. I don't have a problem with her. I won't work with her. Again, like I said in the video, people who are watching this, you can go back and watch the video I did. What Pearl did, she did. You know what I mean? Now, would I sit down and talk to her? Absolutely. But I won't work with her on this platform or any other platform. I'll sit down, no cameras. If she just wants to talk to an older, wiser black man from America who literally made it out from the other side of the tracks and made it in this world, she wants to talk about that, I'll be glad to tell her. You know what I mean? And maybe that can help her grow as, you know what I mean, as a young lady, but I can't work with her. I was on King Rich's podcast when he first addressed this. You know what I mean? I jumped on his live because he was talking to all people. He was letting people come up. I jumped on his live and, you know what I mean? I spoke to him offline as well, like DM back and forth. I got a lot of respect for that brother. King Rich is on YouTube, man. Check him out. That dude's been in the game for a long time. Manosphere doing his thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's this whole thing with Pearl. I mean, she kind of put her whole team in it. I mean, it's horrible when you are forcing your people to defend you and you do something as silly as that. You know what I mean? So, you know, she said what she said, bro. You know what I mean? Like I saw what I saw and I heard what I heard. That's what I told King. That's what I told King Riches. And you know, so yeah, Black YouTube came after her. They're still going after her. There's a lot of people getting a lot of views and a lot of clicks on that. But it's all contained to Black YouTube. I looked at her subscriber count when it first happened, it went up. And I've kind of been keeping one eye on it a little bit. And it seems to me that her count has begun to slow down. I'm not saying it's going down, but it has slowed down. So it's not on that fiery pace to 2 million anymore. Um, you know, and all that might change next week, man. It might start going down, it might start going up. Who knows? I haven't watched any of her content. I'm not a fan of Auntie, so I haven't really been watching that content, but I know it's still out there. And like I said, my man King Riches, you know what I'm saying? I watch his stuff, I support him. And that's pretty much where it is with Pearl. You're gonna definitely get a doses take on Pearl and this whole thing. But yeah, it doesn't seem that she brother Dino, it doesn't seem that she really took any kind of L for this. You know, only Black YouTube has come after her. It's it. Mainstream YouTube, and they haven't really said anything about it. So, you know, it is what it is. MCR said what he said, you know, and you got a bunch of other content creators out there saying what they're saying. They're getting a bunch of views and likes and all that, but that's just part of the game on YouTube. You know what I mean? I did the one video and that was it. You know what I mean? And again, if I wanted likes and I wanted views, yeah, I could have jumped on this and you know, I could have added at all the Black YouTube people and collaborated with them and did all that. That's not me, bro. I'm not trying to do that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You can do what you want, play with who you want to play with, bro. And if I ain't, you know, if I ain't cool with it, I'm just gonna go on my way, my merry way over here. I'm just gonna go over here. So yeah, that's that, man. As far as Pearl is concerned, but this video, dating coaches, that I found on a Dose of Games page, bro, I was like, I hit him up. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna react to this. He was like, yeah, go ahead, just do me a favor, at me. So that's why you see all like, you know, at Dose of Game and stuff like that, bro. I just this made a lot of sense to me. Female dating coaches dating men on how to get women. We're gonna talk about it today, man. I'm curious to hear what people's thoughts are on this, and we're gonna get into it right now. I mean, I'm normally not on Saturday, so I don't expect a lot of people to find this. And I don't know about shadow banning and all that, but I know a lot of people who subscribe to me and have the bell never get notifications when I go live. It's funny, some do, some don't. But and you know, if you're watching this team replay, please, please, please don't hesitate to put your comments in here because I really want to hear them. Um, but so yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's get brother Dose's take on what's going on with females in this male space right now, man. So which one I want to go with? I want to go with this one. I want to go with that one. I'm gonna go with this one, y'all. We're gonna rock with this one. And happy Saturday, everybody. I hope y'all Saturday is going well. You know what I mean? Happy Easter to those who are you know, very religious and into it. So let's rock this out. All right, so here we go.
Why women shouldn't give men dating advice. I've always preached this from day one. If you go back to some of my earlier videos, you can hear me saying it, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So let me rewind things real fast and start from the beginning. If you don't know what's going on, I will give a quick recap. Just Pearly Things is a YouTuber who entered the manosphere slash red pill sector. She was welcomed with open arms. Just one of the many reasons I don't consider myself part of that sector of YouTube. I truly feel their judgment is fucked up. Anyway, she has
And we'll start right there. Dose is right. I mean, he doesn't consider himself part of the red pilled manosphere or whatever, but the people within that space will probably throw him in that category because he's coaching up men. He's giving advice. He's really putting you on to game when it comes to dating dynamics and stuff like that. So they will, you automatically get thrown into that. But what I call dose of red pill, content creator, like all the rest, absolutely not. He's not like the rest. You know what I mean? And he sticks to what he sticks to, and he's good at what he's good. Like he's really good in his lane. Y'all know over here on I Really Want to Know, man, we talk about everything. Everything. So when Dose does his thing, man, it's purely about game and how, women make select versus how men make select, how to make yourself the best uh option to most women, you know what I mean? And how to basically converse and taking in the information like on the ground, like, all right, this is what I'm seeing. What does this mean? Right. So, and he's like I said, he's good at it. Y'all never heard me endorse someone so wholeheartedly, bro. And that's because I'm really taken by this dude's content, man. He's working real hard. You know what I mean? I definitely want to support him as much as I can. Probably get our people over there to support him as much as we can. Because yeah, he's spitting facts over there, bro. So let's continue.
Some racist piece of shit on her show named Nick Fuentes. She agreed with some of the things he said about blacks and Jews, and now it's a civil war in the manosphere. Some claim she is a fake who should go, while others are claiming that she's a real deal and was just misunderstood. I've decided I'm not going to get into the racial aspect of this situation. If I feel the need to, I will drop another video doing such. But right now, I'm more focused on the gender part of things. And let me just state, Pearlie is not the first and she won't be the last so-called female dating guru for men. In fact, I'm not even mad at Pearlie. I'm mad at you men who listen to her and these other female dating coaches. I have a saying that goes, any man who lets a woman tell him how to be a man is not a man. Why? Because a woman can only tell you what she thinks she wants in a man, not how to be one or how to get other women. Now, listen, I'm not saying that you
I mean, like I said, he keeps it fiery right off rip. Right? He keeps it fiery. He's keeping it 100. And when I watched this video, and I've been thinking about it for the past couple of days since I've seen it, and just kind of dwelling on it. He's right. How can a woman tell you as a man how to make yourself more attractive or how to engage in that realm with a woman? I mean, she can tell you what she's looking for in a man, or she can tell you what her friends are looking for in a man, or she can extrapolate that to these are the, traits that most women find attractive. Okay, everyone could do that. You know what I mean? But how can a woman really truly tell you how to negotiate around the emotions, how to get the visual cues, right? That they give in social environments? Hey, I was out last night and I was sitting there, and when I go out, I observe. That's my thing. I love, it's a spot I go to, it's salsa dancing. I can dance, it's fun. I have a good time, but I'm really in there. I really enjoy just kind of sitting back and watching people. Right. And there was this young lady in there. She was in her late 20s. And she's with a woman who was, man, she's my age at least. Um, y'all know I'm in my 50s. In fact, she's probably older than me. Like this woman was definitely what they would call post-wall, like definitely older. If I had to guess an age, this is a Caucasian woman, a lot of wrinkles and stuff like that. If I had to guess an age, I would say at least 56, 56, 56, 58, somewhere in there. You know what I mean? And like I said, she was not like a Halle Berry 56. She wasn't, you know what I mean? So, but she's with this young, beautiful woman. I have yet to come across a woman who can tell me how to negotiate that as a man. Like when you have a beautiful woman who's out with her friends, and if she's the most beautiful person in the pack, and you got some women who are overweight, women who aren't that attractive, you got women who are older. How do you negotiate to get to the woman that you want? Right? There's a way to do it. There's a few ways to do it. There's ways to go about it, but what are those ways? Women can't tell you. They can't tell you. They really don't know why. They've never had to do it. And when they've come across men who are good at that, who have that skill and is able to get to them, they're so taken up by that guy that they weren't paying attention to how he did it. They just know he did. So it's really difficult for women to tell guys to really give them that in-depth knowledge on this is how it works. This is how you avoid this trap. This is how you avoid that landmine. Your mission is to get here. That's your objective. Okay, this is how you work around that. I haven't come across a woman yet who could tell me how to do that properly. And we see it on Fresh and Fit when they give the women the microphone. It's like, okay, you're the guy, I'm the girl. Pick me up. How you gonna pick me up? How you gonna holler at me? How you gonna do this? Women have no clue. Why should they? They have no clue. That's not their world, right? So that's one of the things. There you go. I got my man up in the piece right here. Speaking of this my man up in here. What's good though, fam? I see you. I see you. I see you. I don't know if you want me to drop your real name, but that's my dude. That's the OG. Be at the spot with me, man. For real, for real. I'm gonna have him on this platform soon. Like, what up, though? What up with you soon? I got to bring you up here, player. Got to bring you up here. We're gonna talk about the dating dynamics as it is right now, today, in the trenches right now. But let's get back to Brother Dose.
You shouldn't get a woman's point of view when it comes to dating. But in reality, their advice can actually hurt your chances more than it can help you. Why? Because I really don't believe these women have a man's best interest at heart. Many women have had horrible interactions with men, so how can they honestly look past their own negative experience with guys and give you good dating advice? For most of these chicks, I think it's a quick money grab. Now, let's go down the list of the ones I put on the thumbnail for this video essay.
And Dose is right. It is a money grab, right? And again, like he said, women have had these negative encounters with dudes, right? Interactions with dudes, just like men have had negative interactions with women. My brother and I were talking about it today. He and I were talking, and we were talking about different cities. And like I said, I'm from the Cincinnati. We're from the Midwest. My brother back home. And we were talking about how it is, dealing with people in the Midwest versus with dealing with people in LA, out west, or people down south, like in Atlanta, Miami, Dallas, DC. We're just talking about how it works in different areas. And we really started just talking about like Cincinnati, Miami, LA. And we were talking about along racial lines. Because I'm gonna keep it 100. It's bad out here. It's bad out here. And especially being in the manosphere, especially, taking in the content that I take in, and listening to the things that the manosphere, the red pill space is talking about. A lot of that makes sense, right? And the big one is what Rich Cooper says all the time, man. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. And what does he mean by that? All the work you put in to get on with a woman, at the end of the day, if you really look at the effort versus the reward, the effort just isn't worth the reward in most cases. Now, it boils down to what your mission is, right? Y'all know I talk about this all the time. What's your mission? You know what I mean? And what you feel like dealing with. But my brother and I were talking about how African American women, they get a bad rap and all that, angry black woman, this, that, and the third. And we both agree, like, man, that's terrible. The sisters get that rap. Their sisters deal with that, but it came from something. It came from something. And I'm not saying that most, women, I'm not saying that most African American, most black American women or bad, have these nasty attitudes. This time, I'm not saying that. I'm saying they are out there. And my brother was quick to say, like, yes, all races, all communities, all bubbles across the board. Like, agreed. It's all of them. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, when I see, if I'm out in a spot, or I'm out somewhere and I see a sister, I mean, anything close to a red flag, and I'm like, I'm not trying to holler at it. I mean, anything from the way she's dressed, from the way she walks, from the way she sits and moves around, the way she eats her food, like her nails, the baby hair, the weed, like if any of that, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. And my brother was like, and you know what the sad part is? Because he kind of agreed. And he was like, the sad part is that could be like the perfect woman. But we won't even approach because the juice isn't worth the squeeze. And he's not even in the red pill. My brother don't even know about this stuff. He don't even rock with this kind of stuff. It's out there. And like I said, especially if you look at the numbers, sisters, they get a hard rap. I mean, it's terrible. So with that attitude, people would say, well, it does not affect the way that you coach these guys, the way you train these guys up to move. No, it doesn't. I don't believe it does. And it's a way to sharpen, what you see, what you hear. You're gonna, take it all in. Don't disregard anything. And I never do it from a racial standpoint when I'm out there coaching folks in real life. I'm just, let's deal with the situation on the ground. I don't care what color, whatever. Go talk to her, look at her. What do you think about the situation? Because I'm not grounded in my feelings as much as a female. Females are really grounded in their feelings. I'm not. I'm not removed from my feelings, but I'm not grounded in my feelings. So I could sit back, understand the mission, and get it done. I could go talk to whoever. You people call them wingmans or whatever. If I'm with you and I know the mission, you trying to get on with so and so, I can definitely run interference and I'll be able to charm all of the mean girls away, right? To give you a good 15-minute window so you can work your game, get what you need to get from old girl, and we out of there. I can run that. I can give you the distraction you need to get in there. I don't care what community she's from, what race she is. I don't care, but none of that matters. I can run interference long enough for you to do what you need to do if I'm needed. You know what I mean? So it doesn't, what happened to me in the past or what I'm currently going through. None of that matters. You know what I mean? But when I'm out there personally doing what I'm doing, I'm extremely picky these days. Extremely picky, and it's just one little thing that's enough. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I don't care. I don't care. I'm moving on. I don't care. She's like, look, I just want to come home with you and let you smash. Nope. I'm good. Holla at dude over there. I'm good. And again, I don't, if you ratchet, I don't care what race you from. If you act in a certain way, I'm backing away. Hey, nice talking to you. I'm gonna tip my hat and I'm moving off. You know what I mean? So I think that's what Dose is saying. Most women, because of the emotional aspect of it, it's hard for them to come out of that enough to teach you as a man how to go get a woman and how to deal with that woman who has the emotional issues going on or whatever. She's in her emotions. You got to know how to deal with that. How do you know what I mean? How do you fight through that? Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just got to back off. Sometimes you can. Maybe you can crack a little joke now to help her out. You know what I'm saying? But again, is it worth all the effort, all the time? And guys out here spending money, is it worth the money? Nah, nah, no, sir. Not, it's not worth that. And women can't, again, women can't really give you that inside. You feel me? The special secret sauce. But let's continue with what Brother Dose. And let's pull this up.
Just Pearly Things, who was a 26-year-old TikToker who fell into the dating guru thing by mistake and just went with it. This is your queen, fellas. This is who you're getting manhood points from, right? Then you have Kendra G, a 42-year-old, never married, no kids, called out by Kevin Samuels way back before he passed away. But in your mind, it's cool to take advice from the cat lady. Who's next? Oh, Marty, the wing girl. Over 1 million followers on YouTube. That's cool, I guess. I'm just wondering how a million guys expect a five at best to show them how to pull a 10. But maybe that's just the skeptic in me. I really don't know a lot about Olivia Alexa, but the advice she gives is elementary at best. Just because she is fuckable, gentlemen, doesn't mean you should listen and hang on every word that she says. Man up. Now, let me say this. Out of all these chicks I just spoke on, I think Melly Monaco's attentions are the purest. But she can get this work too, because when it comes to looking out for my players' best interests, I stand on nothing but straight business. Melly seems to be fair with her critique of both sexes, and her opinions are decent. But I'm sure she is out to get the bag just like the rest of these chicks, and will tell you what you want to hear and not what you need to hear. So to sum it up, women dating coaches for men are a joke, and you guys who follow them are even bigger jokes. And I know what you're saying. Damn, Dose, why you hating on these chicks? They just trying to do their thing. And that's the point. They're just doing their thing at the cost of you and your ignorance to the game. And in the long run, the BS they tell you will cause more harm than good. But hey, do you, player? Because I'm damn sure gonna do me. Anyway, if you want that good game, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell because you can be notified when I drop another video. And as usual, I'll catch you in the next one. But until then, play on, player.
Like, bro, Dose put it in right there, y'all. Dose put it in right there, yo. You know what I mean? That is, I gotta get him. He gets a horn blast for that. And like I said, when you go to his page, man, he has a lot of really good content. It's short, it's to the point. You know what I mean? And it makes a lot of sense. Now, most dudes won't understand the level of game that he's preaching. Most dudes, they just won't get it. They can't get it. They're not focused enough. They're just not ready for it. Right. But if you sit down and think on it, you break it down and you follow what he's talking about, it will begin to make sense to you. Like when I listen to it and I see what he's got going on, I'm like, all right, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I see that. Yep, yep. Again, I'm no player. I keep stressing this. A player is rare. A true player is a rare guy. That's a rare dude. I mean, that's the mastery of those skills, those skill sets. It's a rare thing. I'm good at game. I'm good. I get you in there now. I get you, you know what I mean? I get you on base now. I get you get your eye right, man. So you can go ahead, get you a walk, get you on base, maybe, you know what I mean, leg out a base hit or something like that. But my level of game, I ain't hitting grand slams like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, and that level goes way beyond sex, gentlemen. Way beyond sex. And ladies. I know I got ladies out here checking me out. Way beyond sex. Right. They're they get into some whole nother thing. You know what I mean? A whole nother thing. So definitely go over there and check out his content. Um, all those female creators that he named, I have seen their content. I've seen at least some of their content. I'm not a follower. But the key to all that, what he was saying is it's not the women. Remember, over here, we don't hate the players, man, hate the game. Don't be mad at these women, these female coaches who are being successful coaching up these dudes. These dudes love it. Don't be mad at them. You know what I mean? They just playing the game. They good at it. And they getting bread. They getting paid. Go over there and look at their views. You know what I mean? Look at their likes. Go on when Melanie King does a live. Jump on Melanie King's live and see how many super chats she get. They be going raw with it. Dudes, go into those chats. Dudes. You know what I mean? And so don't be mad at them for being good at capitalism. I'm not. You know what I mean? But they get their success from these guys, and these guys, they just want to holler at somebody, and they trying to be seen. There's so many dudes out here who are just invisible. YouTube gives them an opportunity to be seen. And that's all that's going on out here. So that means they got to go follow one of these female dating coaches, or they got to go over there to Mel King, or they got to go over there to Six the Goddess, and they can send in a super chat for, 5, 10, 15, 20, 100, $200. And then she'll read their words and acknowledge them. That's enough for them. They think they winning. Right. But they would never run up on these women in person in real life and try to holler because they know their game is limited. They don't have the tools to do that. And the average woman does not want an average guy. So fellas, if y'all really want to step up, if you're really going to invest in yourself like that, then you need to holler at somebody like Dose, or you can come holler at someone like me. I don't do online courses. If you holler at me, we'll sit down. I'll tell you my rates. I'm coming to see you, or you coming to see me. I need to see you in action. We got to get in the field. I'm not going to sit back on a video camera doing a Zoom call or doing a StreamYard where I just got you here and I'm going to show some videos and I'm going to talk some talk and send you out there. Nah, bro. I'm going in the field with you. I want to see how you dress, right? I want to see your style, if you have any. I want to see how you accessorize, bro. I want to hear your conversation. I want to know where your head is. I want to, are you well read? You know what I mean? Or are you at least listening to books? Are you current with current events and news and stuff like that? Are you up to speed on what's going on with financially in America? Can you name a few countries right in on the world? Have you traveled? These are the kind of things I want to see when I'm dealing with. Are you the kind of guy that's all hua alpha until a beautiful woman walks up and then you just turn into a little 8-year-old? Because one of the things I've noticed is dudes, especially when it comes to dating and getting out here trying to holler at women, the thing I noticed is they revert back to high school or middle school when it comes to dating. They good when it comes to work, good with their finances. They're keeping their credit score good. They're out here making moves and networking and starting businesses and stuff like that. But the instant a beautiful woman walks up, they revert into a kid, like a childlike state, and it's just doing silly things because they don't know any better. Like I said, they don't have any game. They don't understand what's going on today. They're like, well, it's the same as when I was in high school. No, it is not, my friend. Social media has definitely changed the landscape forever. You're competing with a woman in your town who has access to men all over the world. All over the world. It's funny. It is so funny. I'll be out here talking to chicks, just random women. I'm not even trying to holler at them. I'm just, gathering information. To me, I'm just getting intel. I'm seeing how they move. Right. And I had some woman, you see your Instagram. Oh, you been to Miami? I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, yo, that looks like Freshers when he had the Lamborghini light. I'm like, that looked like Fresh. Like, I got a friend in Miami who has a red Lamborghini truck like this, man. His name is Fresh. She's like, you know Fresh? Like, this dude, this dude down in Miami, he got chicks from Tampa, right? On his Instagram. Mind you, he wasn't in any of the pictures. I just recognized the car. Like, man, that looks like Fresh's car. Right? Because it was something he had in the car. It wasn't the vehicle itself, but it was something he had in the vehicle that I recognized. Like, I think this is Fresh. And I brought that up and she was like, oh, you know Fresh? Well, we were down in Miami and da 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 da. Yeah, another victim from a boat party, yacht party. Hey, bro, I just use that as an example, man, just to let you know, wherever you are, you competing with them kind of dudes. So you sitting there in love with this woman thinking she's the perfect woman because she's presenting that to you. You're not vetting her. You don't know how to vet anyone. You don't have a crew around you that can see through stuff. You just in love. We've all been there. We've all been there. And she running you, man. She running game, man. She gonna leave you there crying with your pockets turned out. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, she getting her back blown out somewhere in Miami or out in, Vegas. You know what I mean? Or in DC somewhere with the top tier guys. Like, no female dating coach is really gonna give you the scoop on that. They don't understand that. And at the end of the day, female dating coaches, man, they're women, bro. And if you master your game, you can get on them. You can do it. Like, there's a way to do it. Right. And again, if you really truly want to know the way, you got to holler at some dudes, man. Say what you want about Myron, man. He's really harsh. Yeah, on camera, he is harsh. He is harsh on camera. But you know what I mean? In the real world, man, dude run numbers, bro. His code approach game is on par, bro, with the best out there. His code approach game is sick with it. Like, oh, bro, he go up to anybody and he walks away with numbers. The dude is 6'4", like 6'3", 6'4". He's 6'3". And he's ripped, he's shredded, he works out all the time. Forget about the money and all that, because he don't even dress up. He wears fresh and fit t-shirts and jeans and old shoes. But he get on just because of his presence, his physical presence, and he knows how to talk to women. He's not mean like that. He talks when they have good conversations. He don't get mean until they start acting up. They start acting up and he just shut it down and move on to the next one. But he's running numbers too. You're competing with that. You're competing with Lucario. You're competing with Brother Dose. You're competing with me. I'm not even in a game like that. I'm old, bro. I'm sitting back. But you still competing with me. If I'm in a spot, they looking over at me. Who is that? Yeah, I don't be out like this. Y'all see me with you won't catch me in some high-end grown-up spot wearing, cartoon t-shirts. Nah, bro. I got on my tailored suits, man. I got on all my accessories, cuz. You know what I mean? I might be wearing some nice jeans. You know what I'm saying? But I got on designer, everything else. You can't tell what my jeans are. They'll be decent. Nice shirt or whatever, nice little vest on, hat, you know what I mean? All the accessories on point, posted up in the section by myself. And women, all I'm going to be looking, maybe sitting there listening to you go blah, blah, blah in their ear, but she looking like, who is that guy? Why is he sitting down in the booth by himself? Game. They coming over to me. And then you see other dudes coming in looking the same way. They all pop up into the section like, what's good? Like, who are those guys? Girls want to come over there and holler. Got to have game for that. And it's not the clothes, it's not the booth, it's not the money. It's just an aura out there. Like, that guy looks important. And he ain't even paying me no never mind. And here you are, sitting in her ear, going crazy, just saying whatever you think you're saying, you thinking it's working. You just over there.
Holla, 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 let me holla.
That's not how it works, yo. You can holler all you want, holla, 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 man. You gotta know what you doing, bro. If I pull up in the chick's ear, if I'm in a woman's ear, I'm like, blase, 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 smooth shit. Blase, 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 smooth shit. That's what I'm saying, and I walk away. Yeah, blah, 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 smooth shit. Blah, 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 smooth shit. And I'm back in my section somewhere. Guess what? She coming over. Hey, can I come up there? Can me and my friends come? Game. Game. You know what I'm saying? Brother Dino, a female coach can help the youth with conversation, dress, and date planning, not much else. They can, but here's the thing. If you've been dressed by a woman, I could tell you've been dressed by a woman or someone with feminine energy. That's why when dudes come to me for coaching, you got to come see me or I got to come see you. I'll come to your town. I'll come to your city, wherever you at. I got to see how you rock. Like women see, they fall in love with what they see, bro, and they can tell like, that right there, some woman dressed you. You gotta have, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have your mark all over your style. So yeah, they can help you dress, bro, but you gotta be careful with that. And as far as the conversation is, man, they're gonna really be giving you some slow conversation, man. It's gonna be the conversation you're gonna get from these women is gonna be like feminine conversation, bro. You're gonna be talking like girls, right? Are you gonna be saying I feel like a lot? You're gonna be like, I don't know. I mean, maybe we can do this. Hey guys, it'd be cool if we go over here and do this. Like, bro, get away from me talking like that, cuz. You know what I mean? Come on now, cuz. I don't want to hear that, bro. What? No. There's a way to disarm folks and with your conversation and still be a man. You know what I mean? So it's like, be careful with that. Sister Tia's in the house. What's up, Tia? Well, good to see you. I got to get you some horns. ADL, beer looking real good. Thanks you. Like the video. Yeah, please like the video, y'all. Like and share and subscribe if you don't mind, if you please. Yeah, I'm going Grizzly Adam with it, sis. I don't care. I won't until I take a trip. You won't see this thing, trimmed up or nothing because I ain't doing that. I'm just sitting at home. I ain't doing nothing. I might go out tonight, catch up with my cousin, maybe have a drink. There's another little salsa spot. I love going to salsa place spots, by the way. Again, it's game. It's game. That's one of the places where you're going to do pretty good. Women want to dance. They go out there to have a dance. If you know how to dance, you're going to get on, bro. But again, simply because a woman is wanting to dance with you does not mean she wants to, go home with you, smash, marry you. She's not going to fall in love with you, bro. She's simply there to dance. She might have a guy at home. She might be married. So you got to understand what you're doing, right? Again, all this is game. You need to know this. It has changed. There's no more just going in there. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, you know what I mean? Greetings, my lady. You know what I mean? None of that. We ain't doing that no more. You know what I mean? Buying drinks and stuff like that. Okay, I ain't got a problem with you buying a drink or two if you plugged up. If you getting a deal from the bartenders or they making stiff drinks or you getting more, you getting, bang for your buck, okay. But don't just be running in there and me buy you a drink. Man, let her earn that drink. Let her get some conversation. Let her do something. It's like, oh man, that's pretty cool. I like the way you move this, down the third. Let me get that for you. Something like that. I say don't buy anything. If you really want to put your game to the test, man, don't spend a dime. Don't spend a dime. When I was youngin', like y'all, I was out there telling chicks to buy me a drink. Won't you buy me a drink? And they will go out and get me a drink and bring it back. They didn't buy it. They had some dude get it. That was back in the 90s, bro. We were doing that in the 90s. Ice cream dates, man. Breakfast. I would never take a woman out to dinner. Cost too much. The only meal I would pay for, would even consider paying for, was breakfast. That was the cheapest meal you could buy. So at the beginning of the day. If this doesn't work out, I got the rest of my day to do whatever. You know what I mean? I ain't lost nothing. And these days, I don't even do that. Like, yo, we can get a smoothie, get some ice cream, take a walk in the park, do something like that. Used to take them to the range. Let's take them to the range and show them how to shoot. But now the cost of ammunition has gone through the roof. So we can't do that now. That done got too expensive. But yeah, this is how it works, y'all. Like, female dating coaches, man, you're not gonna get what you're hoping for, fellas. I'm not trying to stop their game out. Go ahead if you want to give them a try, bro. Go out there. She can dress you up and have you looking all, however she gonna have you looking, and you can go out into the world and do what she say and buy dinner and buy drinks and entertain her friends and all that. But just understand, bro, it might run your pockets now. They might run your pockets. So you just got to be able to do that. Brother Jason's in the house, man. What's good, fam? How you feeling? Good to see you. So I'm gonna drop the link real quick, man, because I pretty much covered what I wanted to cover in the sense that what Brother Dose was saying was spot on. And like I said, there's the link. We'll pin that to the top if anybody wants to pop up. We'll just pin that up there. And yeah, bro, holla, holla, holla for real. You know what I mean? These dudes out here, like I say, man, I go out and I do that. I encourage young guys, man. Like, you don't have to pay a coach if you don't want to. Go out by yourself, right? First of all, do that. Quit going out in groups, dudes. Go out by yourself and observe. Just watch. Just sit back and watch the game unfold. Sit back and see what it do. It will amaze you, the things that you will see. The things that you will observe will amaze you. And then when you want to go out and holler, I tell people all the time, like, man, go out. Don't spend a dime and just try to holler at people and see how that plays out. You know what I mean? And there's so many other little things that I tell folks that, I'm not even I can't tell it no more, man. Like, cause the game is to be sold, not told. So I'm like, all right, now it's time to sell it. You know what I mean? Y'all know how to hit me up, man. Hit me up on Instagram if y'all, you know what I'm saying? If you want to holler at your boy, hit me up on Instagram. I'll get you out there and I'll show you, bro. I'll get you in, I'll get into the trenches with you. And I'll show you how it's done. You know what I mean? We hit nightclubs, go to the park, man, be in the grocery store, go to a mall. You know what I mean? We go to many social settings, like 4 or 5 different social settings, and I'll turn you loose. See how you go. I'll give you the little techniques. Like, I want you to go over here, do this. Come on back over here and report to me what happened. You know what I mean? Show you when you're dealing with a woman who is just being nice because she wants to be cordial. She doesn't want to be mean. If a woman is being nice to you, doesn't mean she wants you, dude. You got to be able to tell the difference. If a woman does want you, she will put herself in your orbit. She will get herself in your eye line. Trust me. There's so many guys who miss that. I see it all the time. We're looking at dudes like, man, that chick right there trying to get on. Dude just blind to it. Blind to it. He over here looking at this dime. Hey, bro, you don't qualify for her. You got that's a nice little 6 right here. Bodied up. She cool looking at you, man. She's trying to get your attention. You missing it? This is how y'all need, you want to get to a level that the dose of gang. Like, bro, man, it's going to take some work to get there. Trust me. Like I said, man, I'll show you how to master your game. I've mastered mine. I'll show you how to master yours. But yeah, man, like I said, let me find Dose of Game one more time. I just want to make sure we put his site in here, man. Go check that brother out. Please jump over there, like and subscribe. Did I get that up in there? Yeah. Yeah, go over there, like and subscribe what he has going on over there, man. It's some good stuff. Like I said, female dating coaches, man. I don't know. And it's another thing too, for the ladies out there. I mean, I know all of y'all, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, y'all 15s, and you know what I mean, there's no such thing as being fat, and there's no such thing as, like, really, and this is for men and women, the accountability thing, like, it's like, take me how I am, all that. Okay. Ladies, if you really want to get a top tier guy, you got to move a certain way. And you're going to have to start with, like, physically, you got to be there. Your body got to be right. And if you're going after a top tier dude, you need to understand what he likes. Whatever podcast, Fresh and Fit podcast, and there's some others out there that talk about women who all women want these top tier guys. They all want to hunt these top tier guys. Well, ladies, if you want to catch you a top tier guy, you got to know what a top tier guy likes. If I'm trying to catch a fish, I'm using my little fishing rod. I got to know what they like to put on that hook. I need to have a lure that's going to bring them in. I got to understand now. You hunting these dudes, you don't know what they want. So you going in there 100% sexual, talking big, alpha energy, sexual, like I'll smash you. What's up? Who want this? City girls, we up. All right. Yeah, all right, dude. Like, cool. He'll get you out, get you on the boat, get you in the penthouse, bend you over, make it happen, and then he's out. And you sitting there stuck on stupid, like, how come he won't call me back? He ghosts me. How come he don't want to be with me? Because you presented yourself a certain way. And you don't know what he's looking for. You presented yourself in such a way, you're not the woman I want. He smashed you. Top tier guys know they gonna hit. They know they gonna hit. It ain't no question. They gonna smash. It ain't no question. So if you're gonna hunt these guys, you got to know how to hunt them. So if I were you, I would find these. If I'm the woman out here trying to lock down one of these top tier guys, I would talk to a woman who's married to one of these top tier guys and find out, hey, what's this life about? How did you do it? You know what I mean? That's who I would be talking to instead of going out here and trying, thirst trapping, doing what the Instagram models are doing. That's not going to get you nowhere but get your back blown out. You're sitting around here with nothing on your mind, like it's like, well, I'm an alpha. I make $200,000. So he's going to want to be with me because I make $200,000. Like, he doesn't care about how much money you make. People hear that over and over and over again. Scam Likely in the house, man. Dusto, what's good, fam? Yeah, man, I know you was in, but you should came out last night, man. The spot was hot, bro. It was popping. It was popping. Ratio was up. It was a lot of women in there, man. It was, you would have loved it. See, me and Scam Likely will go out. He dances a lot. Like, he'll be out there on that floor all night. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. And if he walks up, like sometimes, you dance with a woman and she'll want to dance with you, but she doesn't want to leave her friend behind because her friend might not be as attractive or she might be bigger or whatever. And someone like me, that's when I pop up and when, walk up and grab the friend and walk to the dance floor, and then that frees up my people to get the fine one. I'll do that. It's no big thing. It's just a dance. It's fun. You know what I mean? Just have a little good time dancing around, whatever's cool. Thank you. Get off the dance floor. Maybe 2 songs, get off the dance floor. And then my man's out there getting on with what he getting on with. But you got to know who to roll with, because there's dudes out there who just want to see you suffer, throw you up under the bus, man, because you getting the dime and he you know what I'm saying? He want the dime too. So he'll try to salt you out. I'm not that dude. You know what I'm saying? Dusto was like, I'll be back. That's what's up, man. I'm sitting here. I'm just finishing up, man. I don't have a whole lot more to say, y'all. I'm telling you, man, that Dose of Game, go over to his page. He has a lot of stuff, man. He's stuff on there. He's talking about Brittany Renner trying to clean up her image. He talks about player females. He talks about, getting on with women in the workplace, like talking, which is something I don't do. That's so much. That's hard to work. You gotta know what you're doing to date somebody in the workplace, especially today. It's really, really uncomfortable today. You can lose your job or worse. So I tend to stay away from the workplace thing, but I'm older too. I mean, trust me, back in the day, yeah, I've had my share from work. You know what I mean? Back before I got into the agency, before I was in the FAA, and all the jobs I had, yeah, I was getting on, but we didn't have Me Too back then. But man, he covers all those things, bro. And like I said, man, I'm like 95, 98% with him on the stuff that he's talking about. He talks about getting set up. Old dudes. Hey, you old guys out here. Luckily, I don't look my age, but I feel it. I'm old. Matter of fact, I feel older than I am. I got a lot of miles on this frame, bro. All them jumps, you know what I mean? All them deployments. I got a lot of miles on this frame. Stuff I was doing in the streets when I was younger, it's taking its toll. But I don't, thank goodness I don't look it. But there are guys out there who are really old and they pulling up on these young girls and they really think these young girls are in love with them. There's so many stories of dudes getting set up and they don't see it coming. Dudes being taken advantage of. The girl come in there and she just getting you, just, man, suck you till you dry, take all your money, take your crib, you know what I mean? And that's on the guy. Put that on the dude. Yeah, he's lonely, but you got to keep your game up. Simply because you old doesn't mean you've aged out of the game. If you still talking to a young woman, bro, Like, come on, man. She talking about she wants Chanel bag, she want Louis this and Chanel that. And bro, be careful. Be careful. Now, a lot of these old dudes, they got money, they don't care. And to them, I'm like, all right, that is what it is. That's their game. They don't care. But a lot of these dudes, they think that these young women love them. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I mean, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna find there is there's a movie, man. Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. I think they have a TV show as well, but there is a scene from that movie that I want to load up for y'all right now, bro. You know what I mean? And this is a great little scene. Here it is right here. And it's a movie clip. I'll probably get in trouble for showing this. So I'm gonna have to demonetize this. But just a movie clip. This is Mark Wahlberg. I forget the name of this old guy that's in this scene with him, but this man in this scene in real life was a musician, a really talented musician. And after he did this movie, he had a comeback, came back, made a couple more albums, did really well. He had a problem with his some sort of issue with his throat or something. I don't know if it was cancer or something, but it was like, he had to give up his career, but he was able to overcome that. So definitely want y'all to check this out. I love this scene right here, y'all. This is Shooter Mark Wahlberg. Please go watch this movie if you haven't seen it already. It's a really good movie. But yeah, let's check this out, y'all.
Suppose I was looking for a man to make a 2,200-yard cold bore shot. Who's alive that could do that?
Seems I heard about a shot like that being made not too long ago. Said the guy's name was Bob Lee Swagger. Never met the man, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, they said that, all right.
They also said that artificial sweeteners were safe, and WMDs were in Iraq, and Anna Nicole married for love.
Anna Nicole married for love.
Would have been a bad job to take, though.
How come?
Whoever took that shot's probably dead now. That's how a conspiracy works. Them boys on the grassy knoll, they were dead within 3 hours. Buried in the damn desert, unmarked graves out past Terralingua.
You know this for a fact?
Still got the shovel.
That has to be one of my favorite lines ever in movie history. You know that for a fact. Still got the shovel. I love that.
Sake of argument, somebody other than him?
There was a guy in Russia. They locked his ass up. Nothing in France. I know he's dead. There was one guy, but he don't shoot no more. A brutal son of a bitch. Most boys shoot to kill. He'd shoot to wound. Wait till his friends come to help. Kill them too. Turn one target into 4.
Now, what he's talking about is some real stuff, yo. Being a sniper is that's very personal business right there. You looking at your targets. Most snipers watch you move. They know who's friendly. They know who's in charge. They know who's the guys. They go after the dudes who like to point a lot, right? That's who snipers go after. And they go after the guys that are well liked, and they'll hit that dude, wound them bad, make it hurt. So people gonna come out there and try to save them. And I just want to say this real quick. We're gonna get back to the clip because my favorite part's coming up. But the thing about this, and they talk about females in combat. I'm all for females in the military. I'm all for females in combat, to tell you the truth. But the problem with that is, if a sniper sees a female, he's going to hit that woman and make her scream. And so many dudes are going to run out there trying to save her. And that sniper will definitely turn one target into 4 or 6 targets, because the guys will keep going. When she stops screaming, he'll put another round on her. Boom, she'll start screaming again. And those guys are going to go out there and get her. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things when people talk about females in the military, especially in combat, that's one of the things that happens. You know what I mean? And say what you want. It's terrible. It's a double standard. But if I get hit by a sniper, I'm going to tell my buddies to stay where they are. Don't come out here. I'm already gone. Don't come out here. That's what I'm going to be screaming. Because I'm still thinking about my buddies. But, it doesn't matter what that female says. Stay over there. They're going to go out there and try to save her because they're looking at her different. They probably got crushes on her. You know what I mean? It's like, you have that instinct to save females. You know what I mean? So that's one of those things. Sister Tia Kiki is laughing. Yeah, we coming up with my favorite part, yo. And she's like, wow, I never knew that. Good point. Yeah, that's another reason why it's tough. You know what I mean? Outside of the whole sexual tension and all that, that's whatever. When I got deployed in our unit, we had females in our unit and we were forward. You know what I mean? So I mean, it was what it was, but yeah, man, that's a problem. That is a real problem. But let's get back to the video because we're coming up on my favorite part.
Men, women, children, killed him by the hundreds. The other side wanted him bad. Finally narrowed his hide down to an abandoned 6-story building. They quit the subtle tactics. They called in an artillery strike, leveled a square block, brought the building down on his ass. Some say he crawled out of there. Some say he died. Never heard from him no more.
Fuck me.
Here come my favorite part, y'all. I've been waiting a whole minute and 47 seconds for this.
What?
I met the son of a bitch.
Yeah, the world ain't what it seems, is it, Gunny?
No, sir.
You keep that in mind. The moment you think you got it figured, you're wrong.
And there it is right there, y'all. The world, the dating world, gentlemen. The world ain't what it seems, is it, people? You keep that in mind. The minute you think you got it figured out, you're wrong. That is, without a doubt, my favorite line from any movie to date. It applies to the world and it applies to how you moving out here in this dating world, y'all. That is my favorite movie, man. So again, that's from the movie Shooter, man. That's Mark Wahlberg. I forgot the name of that brother right there. But yeah, I like that so much that I'm gonna have to demonetize this stream because yeah, I can't, they're gonna demonetize this. This is like, it is what it is. So but it was worth it. It was worth it, guys. That's the real world. It's not Disney. It's not a fairy tale, man. It's not all lollipops and candy canes, man. It's tough out here. Yes, there are people who train to shoot people at long range, to wound them, to hurt them, so other people could come out of hiding so they can shoot them. That's the real world. There are men out there who, like Bernie Sanders. I'm sorry, Bernie Madoff, not Sanders. Sorry about that. My bad, y'all. I'm not talking about Bernie Sanders. Bernie Madoff. That guy swindled people out of billions of dollars. He ruined families. That's the world we live in. And those people were lined up to give him money. He ruined generations. He destroyed families over money, y'all. And I mean, it's just like that. So you get mad. People get mad. Like as a guy, you go out there, you get with a woman, you shoot up the club, y'all get a baby, and you get mad at society when society takes your child from you and makes you pay. They make you pay some person because they had your kid. And then turn around and want to blame you somehow. It's your fault the society is set up this way. Just when you think you got it figured out, you're wrong. It's not about doing the right thing. The video we did yesterday talking about Clarence Thomas, Supreme Court Justice, basically bought by the 1%, his buddy. But I thought all judges were honorable men and women. I thought I had it all figured out. You're wrong. Right? And I'm not saying this in a negative way. Understand the rules of the game. Understand the rules of engagement. Understand these things, y'all, and move accordingly. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Brother XFO's in the house. What's good, fam? Sister Tia, like W movie. Absolutely. Go watch Shooter, y'all. That's a great movie. I mean, that was a really, really good movie, man. It was kind of dark in places where it needed to be. But I really enjoyed that film. That was one of those quiet as kept movies. I didn't think it would be that good. But, you know, it was Mark Wahlberg in his element, bro. That was like the perfect role, one of the perfect roles for him. But that scene with that guy, you know what I mean, was such a good scene, man. You know what I mean? Just when you think you got it all figured out, it's wrong. World ain't what it seems, is it, Gunny? I love that scene. The world ain't what it seems, is it? So when I talk to guys out here and they get wrecked, or I talk to women out here and they get wrecked by some dude and they come crying or whatever, but I thought I had it all figured out. Like, yeah, the world ain't what you thought. The world ain't what you seem. I'm sorry. The world isn't what you seems, huh? The world isn't what it seems, man. That's how it works, y'all. So I'm done here. I hope y'all had a good time. I know I did. I'm going to be back tomorrow, and every single day, I'm going 100%. I'm going hard. Remember how Fresh and Fit went hard when they first started 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago? I'm about to start doing that, y'all. I'm going hard. I'm putting up something every single day. Going to do some content, be talking to people out in the streets. School's almost out. So when my daughter gets out of school, I'm going to be a lot of, talking to strangers, talking to people I know out in the trenches, in the real world, getting perspectives out there, bringing them back here so we can all learn from these different perspectives out here, y'all. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to make it happen. I'm planning on some live events this year. I'm definitely going to do a live event here in Tampa, and I'm looking at doing something in Miami. Those are definitely on the board to get done this year. I'll keep y'all posted as we get going. And we started a group here in Tampa, man. We call ourselves the New Templars, bro. It's like a bunch of just young men, really men of all ages. But right now, we're kind of bringing them in young and we're coaching them up right. And we're going to hold ourselves accountable. We're going to, each one teach one. We're going to teach ourselves. And I'm going to share my knowledge with these young men. And hopefully they can share it with others. And it's going to grow. So we're going to build something that's going to outlast us. Right. So we're out here, New Templars, man. I'm going to keep y'all posted on what's going on with that. So if anybody ever comes to Central Florida in Orlando or Tampa area, make sure you hit me up. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna make this go the way it's supposed to go. So I really appreciate y'all coming through. Thanks for all the loves. Thanks, Sister Tia Kiki. Like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. I'm done. That's it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. Go check out Brother Dose. And as he says, which I really love the way he closes his shows. Not a respect for him. I'm gonna close this show the way he closes his. Play on, players. I'm DL Saint. It's the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.
Darn, that's the end.